Lakshman, start recording. In bottom of the GoToMeeting window, you can see blue color letters. Record this meeting, click on that. Harish, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I can hear.
Right. Harish, please mute yourself.
Sure.
Right. Let me connect you to Management Studio.
Yes, sir. All in the car.
After that, I'm going to connect you to our project. This is our project. I'm sorry. So we are done with SCD script component. Pivot also completed, right? Fuzzy also completed. What about term extraction? It's also completed. I think we have to start with control flow. Let's go to new package. In control flow, first I'm going to work with execute SQL task. So we already worked with Lakshman. If you face any issues, you can unmute and you can talk to me, or you can send message through WhatsApp also. Okay. So execute SQL task is used to execute SQL commands, queries, programs from SSIS control flow. So here first we have to select OLEDB connection, means SQL server. Then we have to connect to server database. In the same here we have to write statement. Suppose I'm going to write statement like truncate table department 1. So that means by using execute SQL task, I'm going to truncate department 1 table. See, data flow task is not like control flow. So data flow is entirely different from control flow, right? Because control flow tasks are like, uh, they are entirely different scenarios. So coming to next scenario, I'm going to work with, I'm going to start the execution of the package. Then check the data. Now here, select your database name and check the table, whatever you truncated. See that table truncated because there is no data, check it. So in the same way, go to next task, next package. I'm going to work is of course I forgot. Execute package task. So generally we use execute package task to execute other packages. Generally, for example, we have different scenarios like we are working with different projects. In that case, if you want to execute a particular package from the project, so like that, in that scenario we are going to use it. But anyhow, execute package task is used to execute SSIS packages. Let me connect it to package. Here project reference or external reference. So project reference means we have to select package from the project whatever we are doing now, we are working now. External reference means from other projects we can select the package. So now here I selected project reference only. So now I'm going to select execute SQL task. So that means now we are in execute package task and we are going to execute SQL task, right? Because we have selected execute SQL task. Let me execute. See that we have connected to execute SQL task. Okay. So that is the purpose of execute package task. Coming to next scenario, let me create some data file here. So this is the data we have in this file. Right. So now let's go to file system task. So this task, especially file system task, is used to transfer files between a local path, within the local network or within the local disk, local path. If you want to transfer files, then we are going to use file system task. Maximum scenarios, file system task used to transfer files between local network from machine to machine, different machines. Let me open task. First, go to source file, existing file, and now we can browse the file. After that, coming to operations, see that these are the operations can be performed by using this task. Copy file, create directory, delete directory content, delete file, move directory, move file, rename file, different scenarios. Then go to destination connection. Here it is not existing file, here it is create file. So here select another file. So emp.txt. That is the file name I have given. Go for execution. Start the task. Now go to E drive because we transferred files to E drive only. Open files. See that. Is it clear? Right? So that is. So in the same way, if I want to transfer files between remote path, please don't mute me. Okay. If you want to transfer files between remote path, what to do? In that case, we can work with the FTP task. Let's go to FTP. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. Basically, FTP we cannot work now because FTP is cost-based. In real time only we can work. But now I will show how to configure it. Now go to FTP connection, provide connection details, right? Then go to file transfer. First we have to select the local file. So it is existing file only. Where is the file? File is there on desktop. Select it. So here these are the operations can be performed. Send files, receive files, different operations. Okay. So in the same way, when I'm going to connect it to remote path, it is not accepted. Okay. Because we don't have FTP server. That is a scenario. So coming to next case, we are going to work with the bulk insert task. See, generally bulk insert task, it is important task, no doubt, but it is used to copy data from bulk files to database table. What is the meaning of bulk file? Suppose this is the file. Generally in bulk files, column names will not be there. Only data will be there. Okay. So now, based upon data, we have to finalize column names and we have to create table in the destination. Okay. So now, first go to destination database. Here first let's create table. Suppose create table employee 2 ID character. So every column we have to use character data type because data is there in file system. In the same way, ename varchar of 20. Salary varchar of 20. See that already MP2 existing in the database. Let's go for employee 3. All right. One second, please. How many tables there in this database?
You did show me last time. You did 6, 7 of them.
Last time, whatever the tables we created, I forgot to delete that. It seems.
Yeah.
Employee 2. Table created successfully. Go to connection. Select source file. Here column delimiter we have to use comma, not tab, because we use comma between data in the file.
Yeah.
So next, connect to destination environment. Select table name. Go for execution of the package. Done. Stop the task. Now check the table. That is the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this
Right.
kind of job is a working scenario like mostly the data comes like this. Or what?
So when we are learning course, we feel like everything we are going to do. Okay, Lakshman.
Yeah.
We will get this type of task, no doubt.
Yeah.
So Harish, clear? Hello?
Yes, yes.
No doubts, right, Harish?
No doubt.
Right. So go to next package. I'm going to work with execute process task. See, basically, execute process task usage is really rare case only because it is used to execute SQL commands. Sorry, I'm really sorry. It is used to execute Windows executable files. I mean, setup files. For example, you take SQL Server. Some setup file will be there for SQL Server. So if you want to run setup, generally for remote installation scenarios, we are going to work with execute process task. Okay.
Okay.
So now open task, go to process, and here go to directly you can go to executables, and you have to select executable file. Suppose in my system I have SQL Server software, and now go to Suresh, SQL Server 2014, select setup, run. Because I don't have disk permissions, let us see that failed. Of course, generally it will be executed first, but now it is failed because I don't have permissions on disk. That is a problem. Otherwise, it will be executed, no doubt at all. Okay.
Okay.
So coming to next scenario, we have to work with the send mail task. See, So send mail task is used to send messages from SSIS packages. Generally, succeed messages, failure messages, warning messages will be there. Okay. So if you want to send them from database and SSIS packages environment, then we are going to use send mail task. So here, if you want to work with send mail task, we need SMTP server. SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. It is costliest configuration, no doubt at all. But generally companies purchase license and they will configure database mail domain. So by using database mail domain, we are going to work with the send mail task. Okay.
Okay.
So now here we have to provide SMTP server details. Then so from mail ID to mail ID, CC, BCCs, message source, attachments, everything will be there. Just like how you are going to send email, but here remember we are going to use office email IDs only, official email IDs. Okay,
Okay.
right? We cannot use personal email IDs. That is also important point. Please remember. So next step,
So these things like no source, no destination.
these are all kind of administration tasks in SSIS.
Okay.
But if I say administration tasks, you will not concentrate on control flow. You concentrate on only data flow.
Yeah.
But you have to do data flow, control flow, everything. Okay,
Okay.
right. So coming to next scenario, I'm going to work with the sequence container. So now, what is the purpose of sequence container? See, sequence container is used to execute multiple SSIS packages as unit. Suppose you're going to do some task, for that you need to execute different packages. But in this case, what happens, you have to create different packages, you have to execute them separately. That is the problem. So that means you have to go for more number of executions. If you are going for sequence container, no need to go for different executions. Just create packages within sequence container in single attempt. Single attempt we can execute all packages. Okay. So now, for example, I'm going to do some task. For that, I need data flow task in the same way execute SQL task. I can do like this. Of course, you can go for any number of packages. There is no limitation. Suppose columns are ID, ename, salary columns existing in this. First, open data flow task and configure. Suppose here I'm going for, of course, already we worked with same kind of package. OLEDB SQL file source, OLEDB destination. Now, where is file? My file is there on desktop.
Yeah.
Preview. So now can you, connect it to OLEDB destination. And destination, let's create some table name. Suppose employee 4. Check mappings. Go back to control flow. Connect data flow task to execute SQL task. Now configure execute SQL task. Let's connect it to OLEDB. I'm sorry. Yeah. And write statement. Same, whatever the statement previously we have written, we use same. Department 1. Right. Go for execution. Now what happens, first data flow task will be executed. After that, execute SQL task will be executed. See that.
A
Done.
little confusion.
Tell me
Uh,
what is the confusion.
you did you put this first, and then you did the early debit destination plus the other
No,
one.
first I have configured data flow task. After that, I have connected data flow task to execute SQL task. Then I have configured execute SQL task. Even after execute SQL task, you can go for other package also. No problem. Okay.
Okay. So what is the related with this and other one?
So now suppose these two tasks required for us. General scenario, what to do? Tell me. You have to go for data flow task, separate execution, execute SQL task, separate execution, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going for more number of executions, what happens automatically? Performance will be minimized. That's
Okay.
why we kept these packages in sequence container and within single attempt we executed packages. Am I right or not?
Yeah.
Single. That is the scenario. That's why we use sequence container. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Around 9 packages I discussed. Please practice these things for today. And Harish, please call me once on WhatsApp. హరీష్ మీటింగ్ క్లోజ్ చేయగానే ఒకసారి నాకు వాట్సాప్ కాల్ చేయండి.